Sunday, baby. I hope you enjoyed your weekend. I'm sorry I didn't do a show yesterday. I got tangled up with running some electrical line out to our Green Dragon and got tied up with a lot of work. And by the time I got done with it, the only thing I wanted to do was sit down and I've been having some back trouble, leg trouble, or whatever you want to call it. Somebody said I ought to go see a chiropractor. I wish I could. I'm held together by steel plates and screws. They really don't want to mess with me. The answer to my doctor, the answer is always, well, we're going to cut you open, John. And John doesn't want to do that anymore. Anyway, what's going on in the world today? Well, my affair, I just want to point this out, from Arcadia, California, sent this shirt to me a long time ago. And I pulled it out just because I was feeling nostalgic and wishing for better days. And also to remind everybody, I did not write it down. I don't have a board here today. And all I have is my notepad. And I didn't write it down, but I did notice, I read a story that Obama will be making his first appearance back on the campaign trail for the governorship of Virginia. I didn't write the guy's name down. It's not part of what I was going to talk about today. Just remember, putting on the Obama shirt reminds me that he's going to speak this month in Virginia in support of the Democratic person running for governor there. And I can't wait to hear him. I cannot wait to hear a president stand up and articulate a thought, because I have missed that. I have missed a person who had a very pronounced usage of the English language. He conveyed a message every time he spoke. His feelings came out. You could see it in him. What do you see from Donnie Boy? I know how to read. I took the Evelyn Woodhead speed reading course. That's about what he took to get through college, the Evelyn Woodhead speed reading course. Because Donnie, as he reminded us before, he knows words. He knows the best words, and he knows how to use them. No, you don't, Donnie. You don't know the best words, and you don't know how to use even the simplest of words. Anyway, getting that out of the way, I just wanted to tell my affair. I love that name. Thank you very much, darling. I recycle these shirts. I like to wear them, and I have quite a collection. I want to take a picture. Y'all wouldn't believe the amount of shirts that I've had sent to me from y'all, and I really appreciate it. So what's going on? Well, I seen old Rex Tillerson on the TV talk shows this morning, and Rex was being questioned about, how is it like working for a moron? And Rex danced around everything, going to keep diplomacy active. What did he say? He said, right up until the first bomb is dropped, he's going to keep working on diplomacy. I wonder what he's talking about there. Until Donnie starts tossing bombs around somewhere, we're gonna act like it's diplomacy to try to cover up his stinking tweets and his little discreet messages that he tries to spit out there. Calm before the storm. Yeah, no, just another idiot talking. But again, old Rex, he when he asked about the moron comment, he again declined to answer the question, saying, I don't want to get involved in this gossip stuff that Washington. No, did you call him a freaking moron or not? You know you did. Everybody knows you did. Donnie knows you did. Which brings up a wonderful question. I wonder how long old Rex is going to be in his job. He says he's going to be staying in until forever, I guess. But I don't believe that. Why don't I believe that? Well, because guess who's playing golf out there with Donnie the Dick? Yep, for the second time, old Lindsey Graham, he's out there playing golf with Donnie over at the Virginia Golf Club and Bribe Collection Center there in Virginia. And Lindsey Graham joined him again, and you got to think there's something going on there. I wonder if old Lindsey there is working up for a Secretary of State position or something like that. Who's getting ready to quit? Who's getting ready to be fired? That's who he's chumming up for. I couldn't believe that Lindsey Graham, normally a pretty smart man not to make stupid comments, but, Lindsey, he opens himself up for a good joke. He said that he went golfing with the president and he ran out of balls. Yes, Lindsey, you did. You ran out of balls a long time ago, buddy. You ain't got no balls. You had to go borrow some from Donnie because you don't have balls. Donnie lent him some balls. Donnie gave him balls. That's what he said. The president gave me some balls. Yeah, no, it's a false sense of security there, Lindsey. He's not giving you balls. He's just letting you lick his. So, you know, must be a seat coming over somewhere. What else is going on? Well, he's trying to kill Obamacare. He signed an executive order stopping the payments to the Affordable Care Act subsidies. And I was reading this morning that that's pretty funny because most of the people that voted for him benefit from those subsidies. 70% of the people on the ACA are Trump voters. Or they moved for Trump. The states moved for Trump. Guess what, people? Yeah, Trump's trying to dismantle everything, including the health care. 70% of those benefiting from the ACA live in states where Trump won. And guess what, people? Your premiums and your copays and all that other shit, they're fixing to go sky high, buddy. Sky high. Because some of them, let me see, some of them are going Mississippi. 80% of Mississippi, people in Mississippi have health care through the exchange. More than half of those people get subsidies. Mississippi, guess what, baby? Tough shit. Pull yourselves up by the bootstraps and pay for your own shit because the insurance companies are going to have already gotten approval for a 47% increase in Mississippi because the subsidies will go away. They're worried. They got to get their money. They got to pay for all these things they're not paying for. They're not paying for health care. They got to pay for the guy's CEO pay and all that other shit that we talk about all the time. That's where health care insurance payments go, and not towards your health care. But 47% of those in Mississippi, 47% increase in premiums for Mississippi. Florida has approved a 45% increase. No subsidies, people. Sorry. Hey, Kentucky, guess what? Better pull your britches up. You just got screwed, buddy. 71,000 people in Kentucky are fixing to get screwed by Donnie. Hey, Kentucky, how do you feel about voting for Donnie now? Yeah, not so great. Remember all those beautiful health care plans he said? I remember during the campaign. Oh, when I get in there, we're going to sign things. We're going to pass a law. There'll be so many beautiful health care plans. They're going to be so beautiful. And he went on, and of course he uses that word. Oh, it's going to be a beautiful wall down there in Mexico. We're going to build a beautiful, anything you can sell these morons, they will buy it. They will buy it. Beautiful walls, beautiful tax cuts. Oh, they're coming. They're going to be beautiful tax cuts. So you know when he starts using the word beautiful, he's blowing smoke up your ass. So yeah, Kentucky, Mississippi, Florida, all of them down here in the South, Alabama, Texas, all of y'all that got on them exchanges and got your health care through the ACA and had a subsidy and your payment wasn't that much. Guess what? Donnie done screwed your ass up. And what old Charlie Dent, he's a Republican out of Pennsylvania, he said that it was an ill-advised move by Donnie and that the GOP will suffer for Donnie's mistakes. That's true. That's true. Oh, Bob Corker's coming out and saying stuff about Donnie being a child in the White House and a daycare center, and he's going to lead us into World War III. You got Dent up there saying that the GOP is going to suffer for Donnie's actions, and he's ill-advised to take. You know how come he said that? Yeah, because he's not running in 2018. There's another Republican not running in 2018. Why not? They don't want to get shit smeared all over him with Trump. Yeah, all these states that went for Trump, oh, gung-ho, and he's going to screw you one state at a time. He doesn't give a shit about you. He doesn't care how many people lose their health care. He wants, we've talked about this before, he wants this country to suffer. He wants it to suffer in every way, in the environment, in our health care, immigration, everything that Donnie is trying to screw up. He wants America to suffer because he wants America to crawl on their knees for Donnie to save them. That's the movie that Donnie runs in his freaking head. That Donnie is going to be the savior of all America. Where are they going to find your ass to save us? Out on a golf course, you stinking... That's all you do, you assholes, play golf. Oh, I so remember you bitching about Obama. Obama's playing golf. Obama's playing... Nobody plays golf more than Trump, but like I said before, Trump has a motivation for that. He loves to play golf, but he's soaking the taxpayer and making millions upon millions every time he does. Every time he goes to one of his bribe collection centers, you can bet your ass he's making money. And he goes there all the time. He just had dinner just the other night at the Trump International Hotel in Washington, D.C. in Bribe Collection Center. The White House is just right down the road. You can't eat dinner there. You can't bring your fancy friends over there. No, you got to go to your hotel down the street to have dinner there so all the other people can get in there and cram in there and try to have dinner with Donnie, and Donnie's dollars just keep going up. And that's what this guy is all about. Donnie the Dick is about nothing but money. Money for his family, money for his greedy little friends. They'll spend the taxpayer's dollar like it is nothing. Mnuchin, all of them will spend. And they want their big old tax cuts. And it's going to increase the deficit. We're going to have a debt so big. And oh my God, that's terrible, the Republicans used to say. But no, when they're in office, they will spend like drunk sailors. And that's a lot of money. And, you know, it just, as you get older and you look back over all the races you've seen all through your life, and you remember that solid theme all the time, Republicans are physically conservative, except every time they get in the office, they make the debt go sky high with tax cuts and this plan and the other plan, and none of it works, and they just steal money and the deficit goes way up again, and we go down tubes again, and then they cry when another Democrat takes over about the deficit and how much we owe and all that bullshit, when every time they get in office, that's all they do. So yeah, screw your health care, screw your environment, screw your free trade agreements, screw the Paris Accord, screw the Iran deal, screw everything, kick everybody in the shins. And mind you, Bannon's plan was to destroy every institution in this country, and he is still at it, threatening all them Republicans at the value. They let Bannon in at the Value Voters Summit. That tell you how much value those voters have in that summit? Not much to let that little white supremacist asshole get in amongst your group. And that's how come I always say, Christian, yeah, my ass, look who's sitting next to you, Trump. Yeah, real Christian. Bannon, oh yeah, Mr. White Supremacist, oh yeah, real good Christian guy. The evangelical right got a hook right in them, suck it right in there, and they're sucking right down into the ditch, baby. Anyway, that's about all I got. Jerry Jones can kiss my freaking ass. Jerry Jones, any one of my players take a knee, you won't play. Fine, I hope every one of them take a knee, Jerry, because you ain't got no balls. You need to be over there with Lindsey Graham asking Donnie if he can give you some balls to stand up like a man to him. No, you want to force all your players not to take a knee, kiss my ass. You don't know why Kaepernick took a knee. You're just playing along with Donnie's little game. So I love my Cowboys. I don't love any ball team better than I love my Cowboys. Jerry Jones is nothing but a suck ass to Donald Trump. That's all he is. I wish to hell he'd sell that thing. Hey, I seen Kellyanne on SNL last night peeking out of a sewer. Pretty good. I think it fit pretty well. Oh yeah, and a little note here that, that's funny. The sanctions that we put on Russia for meddling in our election that were supposed to go in place October 1st. Well, we haven't got them in place yet. We're working on it. There's still some crumbs to work out. Tillerson said, you know, there's things we have to notify, make sure that certain companies and blah, 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 delay and delay. No, they haven't been implemented. Donnie doesn't want to implement sanctions on Russia. Why is that? Because he's tied up with Russia. We can't wait for Mueller to come out and let everybody know just how tied up with Russia Donnie is. But it's another little thing in the background that, oh yeah, look, we passed new sanctions on Russia. Congress can say that. We passed new sanctions. Has the president implemented them yet? No, we're getting around to that. Don't worry. Wink, wink, wink. That's Donnie the treasonous. Donnie the Russian hack. Yeah, he'll delay and delay and delay, and maybe everybody will just forget about it. No, Donnie, we ain't forgot. I want you to put the damn sanctions in place, you asshole. Quit playing suck up. Putin don't like you no more, from what I heard. I don't know, that's what's going around. Putin don't like your ass. Anything else I miss here? California wildfires, I swear, when I look at the TV, baby, that's terrible. That's terrible. I could pick up the stickers stuff after a hurricane or something like that, but the devastation going out in California is heartbreaking to anybody with a heart. That leaves the president out, I'm sure. But it's been a rough year with the wildfires out there, with Puerto Rico still suffering and still not having power and water to everybody. And the people here in Texas and in Florida, Louisiana, they're still hurting. So yeah, it's been a rough year. So I'll be glad to see 2017 get by. But I don't think Donnie's going to make it. I don't think he'll make it to the end of his first term. I'm having really big surprise. He's even going to make it another 6-7 months before he resigns or something. I'm hoping Miller comes out pretty soon. But anyway, we got to stay after this fight, because this fight is the best one we got. And like I keep saying, baby, every day we're winning. You look at these Republicans who decided not to run, it's because the atmosphere is not primed for them. Republicans are going to take a whacking on the shin this next election in 2018, and I don't think they want to be around to get whacked. They want to maybe save it for some other time when the Republicans come back strong after Democrats fix everything again. Anyway, people will forget they'll elect another Republican so they can screw it up again, and that's what Republicans do. So that's why we got to keep walking. I just had a great conversation this morning with a guy named Steve over in not Belgium. Oh, he was over in Europe. I didn't write it down. I was having a great conversation with him. I told him I had to get off. And anyway, Steve said that the people over in Europe, they don't much like Donnie either. They're right along there with us. So we're one big happy world when it comes to hating his ass. And so we got to keep working to get him out. Anyway, got to let you go. Y'all have enjoy the rest of your Sunday. I'll be here tomorrow, and we'll talk more about it. Blue dots around the world, around this country. I love y'all so much. Y'all lift me up every day, and we just got to stay after it. So y'all take care until then. We'll see you tomorrow. Bye.